So this is quite interesting and fascinating. So the news says that the Nigerian Senate approves the sum of 50 million naira for the families of security personnel and teachers killed during the Oyo kidnapping situation. So if you do not understand, here is the backstory. So on the 15th of May 2026, heavily armed terrorists attacked 3 schools and they kidnapped 39 students and 7 teachers, right? After 56 days in captivity, a coordinated security operation rescued the survivors on the 10th of July 2026, a few days ago. Survivors, meaning that some people did lose their life in the situation. One teacher was unfortunately killed right after the abduction, while 3 security personnel also lost their life by paying the ultimate price during a rescue mission or some rescue mission, as the news says or reported. In recognition of their bravery, however, the Nigerian Senate has approved the sum of 50 million naira, 10 million naira each for the families of the 2 slain victims as well as the fallen security personnel. That means they are all going to share the sum of 50 million naira, 10 million naira each for the families. Now, this has sparked a lot of mixed reactions online, with a lot of netizens saying that that is so small, super duper small. We all know that that is very small, terribly small. As a matter of fact, I can't imagine the agony of losing your loved one in such a manner when the primary purpose of the government is to protect the life and property of each citizen in the country. Now, some people have lost their life as a result of the inefficiency of the government to provide that sole responsibility that they are supposed to provide to each of the citizens of a country, which is the security of your life and property. Now, I particularly saw a comment that drew my attention and made me start thinking, really. The comment said, how much is awarded for each of their cars? How much do these senators spend on their cars? And I started digging. So far in this administration, the National Assembly, which includes the Nigerian Senate, has controversially allocated the sum of 40 billion naira for 465 official vehicles and 70 billion for support allowances early in the current administration. And for people who paid the ultimate price of their lives while serving their country, security personnel, to be awarded the sum of 10 million naira after dying for their country is sad, very sad, for the victims as well, who should have been protected by the government in the first place. In a court ruling, however, in the month of June 2026, the Federal High Court in Lagos declared the combined 110 billion naira expenditure on lawmakers' vehicles and allowances unlawful. The presiding judge ruled that the spending violated procurement laws and constitutional provisions. Details of the cars. For 109 senators specifically, the legislative managers reportedly procured Toyota Land Cruiser SUVs with individual costs initially reported to exceed the sum of 100 million naira. Each for one of those vehicles. And then for people who sacrificed their lives while serving their nation, for their family to be awarded 10 million naira each. That is sad. That is really small. And also examining the current economic situation of the nation, we know that that cannot go a long way. These slain officers have children. They have responsibilities. They have things that they ought to do with their lives. I believe that the government can do more and should do better. Government exists for the people, and it will be very unwise to not realize that the sole responsibility of a government is its people. The sole responsibility of leadership is followership. You are a leader so that you can lead a set of people. You are president, you are governor, you are Senate president or House of Rep members because you are representing people. You do not exist by yourself. When you go there to make laws, you are supposed to take the interest of a number of people that are behind you, but are not present there. It's like when you allocate certain people to come forward. So you are that person, you are that chosen person to go and represent that community, that collective interest of people. You don't exist there because of who you are, but because of the backings of the people behind you. So let's all be on the same page on that. The government exists because of the people, not the other way around. You exist so that you can take care of people, so that you can put their interests first, so that you can even subdue your own personal interest for the greater national interest and national good. That is why it's called service. It is service. You serve with your time. You are a servant, a public servant in every sense of it. Now, the self-aggrandizement that we often put around politics and around leadership in Nigeria or in Africa is funny because people have misunderstood the opportunity that has been laid in their hands. This opportunity has been given to you by people. You are there because they exist. You do not exist by yourself. So this idea of people always feeling like I'm bigger than the people, I'm better than the people, I'm here all by myself, I got here, it's my turn, it makes no sense. And it will be very nice for us to rule and understand and take leadership back to its very core foundation and what it means. Leadership is for the people. Now, if you're representing a set of people and their life is of utmost importance to you, then you understand that whatever you cannot take, you should not expect them to take. So don't represent your people in a way that feels like you are doing them a favor. You are not doing the victims a favor. You are not doing the families of the security personnel who lost their life while serving their nation a favor. The citizens lost their life as a lack of inadequacy of the government to protect them, so they deserve to be treated better. This is not a call to say that what the government has done is not good. It's actually a very proactive, a very nice, and a very great thought and idea, as it should be done. But we need to do better for our people. We need to do better for our people who are in service. However, we still do not know the backstory of how these victims got released. But we thank God that they are released. That's the most important thing. Their lives matter and they are released, they are out. However, for the people who lost their lives, not even just the people who lost their lives, now for the families of the victims that were returned, they also deserve to be compensated and well compensated. We are not doing them a favor. The government is not doing its people a favor by doing what it is elected or what it's put in place to do as its core primary responsibility. Let's understand this and know peace. Know your rights as a citizen. The government exists for you and I, not the other way around. Peace and love. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section.